two fundamental principles underlie the rules of golf. They are you play the course as you find it, and you play your ball as it lies. The rules, however, make an exception to these principles by providing relief without penalty when an obstruction, which is movable, interferes with your play. Obstructions are artificial objects. Whether present for a good reason or due to neglect, they're not meant to interfere with your playing of the game. An obstruction is considered movable if, like this rake, it can be moved without a lot of effort, delaying play or causing damage. Likewise with this 150-yard marker, because it can be moved quickly and without damage, even though it takes some effort. A movable obstruction, no matter where it is, such as this tee bothering this player's stance, may be moved out of the way without penalty. Movable obstructions can even be moved if they don't physically interfere with your lie, stance, swing, or line of play, as this player's doing with this pencil that's catching her eye while she addresses her ball. In most cases, relief from a movable obstruction is simple. Just move the obstruction and play your ball as it lies. Occasionally, however, when you move an obstruction, your ball will move as a result. If it does, there's no penalty as long as you replace it. You're not required to mark your ball before moving a movable obstruction, but it's a good practice to follow so you'll know where to replace it if it does. In the infrequent case that your ball is entirely on or in a movable obstruction without touching the golf course, like this ball on top of a rake, lift your ball, move the obstruction out of the way, and drop it as near as possible to the spot directly underneath where it originally was. Not all artificial objects that can be moved are obstructions. White stakes used to mark out of bounds are not considered obstructions. The rules consider them fixed, and there is a penalty if you move one because it interferes with your play. You'll either have to adapt your swing to play your ball as it lies, or take relief under penalty. For more information on movable obstructions, refer to the definition of obstructions on page 30 of the Rules of Golf, and to Rule 24-1, Movable Obstruction, on page 90, Equipment Standards and World Amateur Golf Rankings.